Hey, why should I be the next top thing in streaming? No, here's some reasons. More than anything, I think I'd like to create a channel or a series that does something unique. So here's some overplayed things I won't be doing. Top 10 lists, retro game reviews, angry video game coverage, where's their face cam. Most videos with those components are usually terrible, and there's already like hundreds of them. So what am I actually going to do? Alright, so back at MagFest or ShadowCon or I don't know, maybe it was San Japan, I can't really remember. Animator and internet phenom, Igoraptor, was talking about his series Sequelitis. When asked about what he thought would be the next big thing in game critique, he said that he personally wanted to see something similar to what he was doing with Sequelitis, but from a different viewpoint or perspective. He didn't need to agree with it, but he at least wanted to understand it. So if I won this capture device, the Elgato Game Capture HD, valued at $179.99, available now, this is what I would want to do with this capture device. I'd want to play games in a series or that have some kind of unifying theme, and compare and contrast them in order to decide if one's better than the other. I mean, really dig down into the nitty-gritty details, themes, and design choices of a games, and offer up an analysis. A lot of YouTube videos about games, generally the reviews and critiques and everything kind of boil down to, this game doesn't work, or this game works but it looks stupid. That's the kind of thing I want to avoid. I want to actually go into real detail about game design choices and figure out why games are good, why we like them. And I mean, I don't want to step on Aaron Hansen's toes. He's an awesome guy. I mean, I think we have dissimilar enough tastes in games that there shouldn't be any overlap. He likes good games, and I like shit. Oh, what's that? What's that I hear you saying? Hold on, internet, what's that? Who the fuck am I? What? Oh, I should show, don't tell? Well, fine. Well, here you fucking go. Because KOTOR was built on top of the Star Wars tabletop game by Wizards of the Coast, it really tries to emulate it. It's got feats and skills and point values that only really make sense in the context of like a pen and paper RPG where you're rolling dice and stuff. I mean, Mass Effect has similar stats, and its item management is a fucking mess, but it feels more like a video game. So KOTOR's shitty menus and progression are built the way that they are so that they can support its equally shitty combat. It doesn't feel all that good to play, but at least it's a cohesive whole. Mass Effect doesn't quite have that. Its combat is built around shooter mechanics, but it's cumbersome because every action is still governed by the same dice rolling and math that's happening under the surface. This is a game that properly conveys a sense of scale. The robots and the monsters look and feel huge. They look and feel heavy. When they walk around, everything shakes. This entire game is based around its sense of scale. Other giant robot games don't have that. The perspective in most other games makes giant robots seem no bigger than any other game avatar. But look at this! They occupy the same amount of screen space as a normal-sized person in other games. This is where these games fail at being giant robot games, and Rad succeeds. Now, one isn't necessarily better than the other. They're two sides of the same first-person shooter coin. Until now, I haven't played any iteration of either, so I'm coming into this as unbiased as possible. You know, except that I generally think less of people that play these games, because they're fucking shit. But no, they need to be evaluated side by side, based on their own merits as both games and as war simulators. Gotta find out which is objectively better. And that's just a small sample of what I'd strive to do. And if I win this Elgato Game Capture HD, all three of those samples will get its own episode. And for other episodes, well, what would you want me to do? I'm asking both the audience who's watching this, but also like Andy Dixon, US community manager of Destructoid.com. I'm asking him too. So if there are two games you want to see go head to head, let me know. If there's a game series you feel is under or overappreciated, let me know. And if there's a game that you think is the pinnacle of its genre or game mechanic, let me know. And if you want me to talk about Minecraft or Happy Wheels, fuck you. Fuck you.